What's up, Fit Fam? Welcome to the first weekly nutrition and training Q&A with Fit Pro J, with Coach Fit Pro J. That's me. How's everybody? All right. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to answer the question. I'm going to answer some questions, some of your questions, the comments that come in. But I'm going to answer the questions. What's the difference between weight loss and fat loss? Also, what's the best diet? We're going to talk about that too. And lastly, we're going to talk about the first step in meal planning. And there's going to be a bonus at the end of that. So don't miss it. All right. So I wanted to start off with talking about something about people don't normally talk about or don't realize anyway. And that is that fitness professionals are, people too. 2020 was a rough year for all of us. COVID-19, everything else. Anyhow, so what I did was got a bit out of shape. It happens, happens to all of us, even fitness professionals, like I said. I was about 230 back in March, and now I'm about 214. And I got some derobing pictures there, but we'll save those for a little bit. So bear with me; it'll get better, I promise. All right, so I want to ask you a simple question. What music do you guys listen to when you work out? I want to know. Hit me up in the comments. I like to listen to dancehall reggae, Beanie Man. Anybody know Beanie Man? Movado, coffee. All right. 90s hip hop and rap. Listen to that too. Wu Tang Clan, Lords of the Underground, A Tribe Called Quest. I'm an 80s, 90s kid. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. So I also listen to hard rock and EDM too. So type in the window. Let me know what you listen to. And if it's on the replay, put replay. All right. I hear you. So workout music on Pandora, huh, June? That's cool. That works. All right. Well, waiting for some of the other comments to get in here. Let's talk about weight loss versus fat loss. Does everybody know, or does anybody know the difference between weight loss and fat loss? I want you guys to write your answer in the comment section. And while you do that, I am going to show you my front before and after from this year, March to May. Like I said, I got myself quite out of shape and got myself back into shape. In March, I just said enough is enough. Aha, wrong picture. There we go. So you can see over here all that spillage of fat over my tight shorts. Wore them tight on purpose. And here, of course, I'm a lot leaner. So weight loss and fat loss. I was going for keeping as much muscle as possible, which you should do when you're trying to lose body fat, but we'll get into that. Uh, but I wanted to melt the body fat off and keep the muscle as much as possible. So that's what I did there. And I'll kind of show you my other photos here real quick before we get into that, answering that question. What's the difference between weight loss and fat loss? Here's a good one. This is the side. Be kind, be kind. All right. On the side here, we got some spillage over the front, not really any definition on the shoulders. Now there's definition on the shoulders and the after, a little bit less spillage. I still got a little bit of work to do, but not bad for 2 months time. All right. Let's get into, see, I've been wearing glasses. Well, I wear glasses, but now I'm wearing contacts so I could see. Uh, Ever since I was 38, about 6 years ago, I started to wear readers. So I'm gonna put on my dollar store readers here so I can get into some of these comments. Junebug, huh? Lots of 80s songs. Cool. I love 80s songs too, 80s and 70s. All right, so let's see. Do you know the difference between weight loss and fat loss? Okay, excellent. Let's see. Weight loss scale moves, fat loss scale doesn't, but clothes become looser and you become toner. That's exactly right. That's another way to put it. I have a different way to put it, but you hit the nail right on the head with that. All right, so let's see. Weight loss, okay? It refers to a decrease in your overall body weight, from muscle and water and fat losses. So it's total weight loss, not just the fat. All right. Fat loss is more specific. It refers to the weight loss from just fat. So just the fat that is lost. Fat loss is more healthy. It's better for your health. You want to hold on to all that other mass, especially your lean mass, your muscle. It's a huge part of your metabolism. You want to lose the fat, but keep the muscle. And that's where a lot of people go wrong when they diet. They lose a lot of muscle and they lose fat at the same time. And that's not a good thing. All right. So does anybody have any questions out there before we move on? Well, everybody's thinking. I am going to go ahead and show you another before and after of my back this time, the back side. So fat loss and weight loss. I want fat loss. You should want fat loss. All right, look at the back. All that spillage over there. And then a lot less, no spillage almost. And then the definition in the upper back. Wow, what a difference. Shoulders and back. That's losing the body fat, but keeping the muscle. That's going to allow me to get a lot tighter and I'll be nice for the summer. All right. So the next thing, I want to know, who knows? Oh, wait, we got another comment in. Got to put these readers. Excellent. All right. What's the best diet? That's what I like to know. That's the next question. What's the best diet? Is it plant-based? Is it keto? Is it low fat, paleo, low carb? What is it? What's the best? What is the best diet? That's what I want to know. All right, one more before and after picture. I'll wait for some of these comments to come in. All right, let's see. That won't work. All right, that's me going back for my robe to put it back on. And you could definitely see a big difference. Definitely see big. Like I said, I still have some work to do, but not bad for 2 months. There'll be more later on. In a few months, I'll go ahead and show you guys a little bit more of my progress. All right. So, what's the best diet? Haha, I love it. It's a lifestyle change, not a diet. That's exactly right. That's funny. All right. You are correct. You hit the nail on the head too. It's all about the nutrition fundamentals. It is not a diet, it is a lifestyle change. You have to change your fundamentals of what you do with your nutrition. All right, there's 3 points here. Get enough quality protein. That's one of them. A lot of people don't get enough protein in their day. Not nearly enough. Ton of carbs, ton of fat, not enough protein. And the type of protein should be quality protein, meaning lean quality, not a bunch of fat attached to it or a bunch of processed carbs or sugar to it, just nice lean protein. All right. Then the second thing, you want to minimize processed foods. All right. You don't want to eat stuff out of a box as less as possible. You want to eat whole foods more so than processed foods. Processed foods are not good for your health, and they can make you fat really quick for many different reasons. So, minimizing processed foods is another nutrition fundamental that a lot of people need to change. So, these first two are huge with a lot of people. If you look at what you eat on a daily basis, I bet you those two things are huge. You probably don't get enough protein in, and you probably eat a lot of processed foods. Yeah, convenient. Life's busy. That's just how we've been taught these days. But we need to change that if you want to change. All right. So minimize those processed foods. All right. The third thing, you also want to prioritize nutrient dense foods. You want to go for superfoods like spinach, blueberries, oatmeal. You want to have real wholesome food, high nutrition, uh, good fiber, vitamins, minerals, photonutrients, all those photochemicals, the good natural priority, prioritize high dense foods is what I want to say. All right. Got some comments here. Let's see. So that was a trick question. The right amount of protein and carbs daily according to individual needs. Yes, according to individual needs. That's exactly right. The protein, uh, it depends on the individual, but if you go with about a gram of protein per pound of body weight, that's a good rule of thumb. But again, it can be a little bit different than that depending on the individual and what you got going on. And the carbs also, carbs, it's more about timing, and I'll get into that in a different video, but absolutely. All right. Anybody have any questions? Oh, about 12 minutes in now. Pretty good in my first live broadcast for 30 minutes out we'll be here for. All right. So the best diet is no diet. All right. Trick question. So I would like you guys to answer this question for me. What is the first step in meal planning? I hope no one saw that. What's the first step in meal planning? Anybody? Anybody? Crickets. We'll just keep going here. All right. First step in meal planning. For all you that did not see it, you got to create a meal plan timeline. Some people say shopping. Some people say they say different things, but you want to create a meal plan. How do you know how many times you're going to eat and when you're going to eat? You got to know when you're going to eat and how many times you're going to eat in order to figure out how much food you need to go buy at the store. So creating a the first step in meal planning is creating a timeline. It shows you when and how many times you eat daily, like I said, and you need to know that so you know how much to get when you're at the store. The other thing is it helps you develop a solid nutrition routine and eating habits. Um, just think about it. If you look at your timeline, when you get up, when you go to work, when you work out, when you have dinner, when you come home, if you have a whole timeline, you can break it up and you can see when you have opportunities to eat. And then within those opportunities, you can tell which ones can be a sit down meal and solid food, which ones need to be convenient and on the go, like a smoothie or something really quick. Having that timeline really helps you develop a solid nutrition routine so you can put the correct foods like enough protein, right? And not processed foods, whole foods, put them together. And that will really, really, really help you out with your nutrition routine. All right. Let me go to these comments real quick before I get to the third point on that. I reach for my good old dollar store readers here. Okay, hold on. Haha, shopping. That's right. That's not it. It's the meal plan. Meal prep is usually another one too. That's right. All right, let's see. To find out exactly what calorie intake should be also, that depends on what level you're at with nutrition. You do not need to know your exact calorie intake right away, um, or at all, really. Um, it can be guesstimated in different ways, and I will get into that sort of thing in another video. I'm so creating a meal plan would be it. All right, let me get into that third point of what creating a meal plan timeline does for you. All right. It provides a great structure that can easily be changed when life and work routine changes. What happens when uh, you have an off day where it's like maybe a holiday or not a holiday? Let's say it's you change jobs or you change your work schedule or something happens where you have to switch stuff around. All right. If you have a timeline, a meal plan timeline established already, you can go ahead and create a new timeline with your new work routine, whatever change, put it in the new timeline, and then go ahead and plug in your meals. You know, can your old meals from your old timeline fit into the new timeline? Do you have to mix it around and, maybe make this meal a smoothie instead of a sit down solid one because it needs to be more convenient or whatever the case may be. So when you have a meal plan timeline, what it does for you is it makes it very easy when your routine changes. And I don't know about you, but when my routine changes, I don't need to make anything else more difficult. All right. So that's huge right there. Um, and what's going to happen is I told you there was going to be a bonus. And what I'm going to do is on my Facebook group, private group, all right, Nutrition Boot Camps for All. If you're not on it already, you might want to go there and join it because I'm going to go ahead and post the my timeline worksheet for you to fill out for yourself. Okay. That way you can go ahead and do the first step in meal planning for yourself. But again, you get join my Facebook group, Nutrition Boot Camps for All. It will be there after this broadcast tonight. That way you can pick that up and start working on your own meal plan. So don't forget to join my Facebook group. The other thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is if there's no questions coming in, the other thing I wanted to mention to you guys is if you guys wanted to connect with me and make sure you don't miss anything, I got YouTube channel coming up with a bunch of how-to videos, recipes, cooking, things like that. There's a lot of exciting stuff that's going to happen. That's going to start going on. So what you want to do is go ahead and visit the website fitprojcoaching.com to connect with me. Once you go there, well, actually, I'll show you. That way you don't miss anything. There's a lot of content coming up here. All right. So, all right. You want to go to my website, fitprojcoaching.com. Go here to Let's Connect and hit the button. Connect with me. Connect with me here. All right. Do that and you will not miss a thing. So don't forget to join the Facebook group and also connect. That way you don't miss anything. I'm going to go ahead and hang out with you guys for a little bit. So if any questions want to come in, you can go ahead, type them in the comment section. And so I want to know what do you guys think about this whole live thing once a week, Tuesdays at 7. This is the first one. Not a lot of people here. I'm sure I'll catch a lot of people on the replay. Eventually, the audience will build up. We'll have a little bit more interaction, but you got to start somewhere, right? All right, guys. So to recap, to weight loss versus fat loss, remember, change those fundamentals. All right. Get enough quality protein, minimize processed foods, and prioritize, say that fast, high nutrient dense foods, and you'll be in good shape. All right. The first step in meal planning, well, to go over to the Nutrition Boot Camps for All group and join up so that you can get your worksheet tonight. And then also, don't forget to connect with me so you don't miss anything. We got a lot of stuff coming out. Visit fitprojcoaching.com to connect. Hit that connect button. Hit that connect with me. All right, let me see. We got some comments come in. All right. Any suggestions for someone who struggles with thyroid hormonal issues? Aha. Yes, I do. And you can direct message me on Facebook for that, or just connect with me and we can chat about that. Absolutely. All right. And is there a way to calculate how long it will take to reach your goals? Ah, that is a kind of a loaded question, but definitely a popular question that people ask. Really depends on where you're starting at. Um, Typically, a change like that takes about a year, give or take. Um, I've got myself quite out of shape. It's going to only probably take me about 4 months, and I'll be solid, but I've been there before. If you haven't been there before, if you see my picture on top of my Facebook group here, I was close to 300 pounds and I got myself all the way down. Yes, I got myself a little bit more out of shape, but not even close to where I was. But that took about a little bit over a year. My initial from, just about 300 pounds to, about two in the low twos. So, and I was also about a 44, 46-inch waist all the way down to like a 32. And like I said, that took it took a little bit over a year. This real sweet spot for people is really 8 months or so. So I hope that answers your question. Yeah. Oh, no, you're welcome, Junie Bug. You're welcome. All right, guys. Don't forget to join the Facebook group, Nutrition Boot Camps for All, and visit my page and connect with me. I will tell your friends about it too. I'll see you guys next week at 7 p.m. right here on FitPro J Coaching. I hope everybody had a great time. See you later.